crony capitalism.
It is, of course.
So what do we do about it? How can we address the problem?
The American people need to pay attention to what the heck is happening, get informed, get away from stupid movies on TV and stupid programs on TV, stupid things they do, not to take away from things that you work hard all day and you need to relax, but pay attention to what the heck is happening. And when you hear a politician say something that says, is that true? Now what is he saying? What is his purpose behind that? Is there a spiritual warfare tactical level that's moving him? Who are the people that are supporting that politician, and what is he supporting? Who are the lobbyists behind him? How much money has he been making? Look at our politicians today, for crying out loud. They go in and make whatever amount it is. They come out of office, they're rich.
Yeah.
Where do they get that? Insider information is a lot of it getting
no doubt
put in big deals, you know?
Yeah, so we need to basically be informed, which access to information, alternative media like Blaze TV.
Exactly.
But we also need to think, and we need to be taught to think. And that's what your book actually does. It actually enables you to start looking from a different perspective.
People that care about this country and they care about our schools, they need to run for school boards. They need to get into local politics, and they need to work their way up, and maybe they can be a statesman, stateswoman type someday. But to pay attention and care about this country and be morally guided and be ethically guided as far as doing the right thing, not only for themselves personally and understanding the salvation message, all of this stuff is nothing compared to what God's world is all about and what eternity is all about.
So we always like to end with something beautiful. And you have a story that you shared with me personally. You've got it in little booklets, but you've also incorporated it in this book, which is the pretty severe PTSD that you suffered coming out of Vietnam, which is certainly understandable. I mean, you're a double amputee, you had a mortar attack, wake up in the hospital kind of thing. But you did find relief and you found healing. Would you share your testimony?
Well, when I first got back from the war, and I was in the hospital 15 months, I've had 20 surgeries through the years, by about 100 stitches at the last count in my body. I was mad at God. Don't ever get mad at God, I'll tell you about. That's the wrong person to get mad at. I was a triple volunteer for Vietnam. Went to West Point, volunteered for Vietnam, volunteered for Army Special Forces, the Green Berets, and didn't go to their schools, but got qualified as an airborne qualified person to do intelligence work for them. So I finally realized that I can't blame God. I was really scared about my future. When you're as severely wounded as I was, you're worried about what are you going to do? How are you going to redirect your life? How are you going to make a living? Can you have children? Blah, 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 you know? So for 8 years, I took pills. Then I went to a church one day here in Dallas, and the pastor started talking about the ultimate spiritual warfare of the world, good versus evil. And I looked at the American flag in the church, and I started tearing, Kevin. I said, I've almost given my life for that flag, for patriotism, for my country, but I've been out of the big spiritual warfare, true battle of loving God, loving His Son, and appropriating the power of the Holy Spirit in my life every day. So after 8 years of pills, I got my life together, stopped the pills, stopped seeing psychiatrists, which I'd seen for 8 years. And I haven't been perfect since then. Just because I started a relationship with Jesus doesn't mean that everything's going to be glorious from now on. It hasn't been a great deal. I've had challenges just like everybody else, but I have a special weapon to bring to bear, which I've attempted to utilize in my life.
Wow. Well, I want to highly recommend Alan Clark's new book, Soldier's Blood and Bloodied Money. We need to shine a light on the abuses of crony capitalism in our nation. This nation's not going to long survive if we don't allow opportunity for everyone. We can't send people off to war so a few people can make a few bucks. We've got to share opportunity fairly. We have to believe in strong national security, and Alan does that, and he explains that in the book. But it doesn't mean that we ought to be using the American military and national defense in order to make a few people wealthier. So I highly encourage everyone to get a copy of this book. You can go to alanbclark.com, and he'll show you exactly where to get a copy, whether on Amazon or wherever else. Thank you, Alan. God bless you. And God bless the United States of America.
Thank you very much for the privilege of this, Kevin. I thank you very much.